Now, the Browns received their punishment today from the NFL in regards to Techsgate. The league suspended general manager Ray Farmer for 4 games and fined him $250,000. But the team didn't lose any draft picks. NFL executive Troy Vincent said there was no evidence that Browns ownership or team executives knew anything about the Techs. So just how important is Ray Farmer to the Browns during the first month of the regular season? I checked for you. Last year in September, he made 22 roster moves. None of them had any kind of major or significant impact to the team. For the most part, the moves involved signing players to the practice squad. Tonight on Twitter, I asked you if you thought the punishment was fitting. Well, I received a lot of responses. Here's just a few. Dave Molnar tweeted, $250K for texting? Sounds like the Browns should consider going to an unlimited text plan. Seriously, though, it sounds right. And Denton Stusek tweeted, no, he was dumb enough to do it, so he pays with a 4-game penalty, but they knew better. We're lucky. It should have been worse. Thanks for all the responses tonight. Well, this year's Indians coaching staff added some familiar faces from the past. Former players like Charles Nagy, Travis Hafner, and Johnny Mack. Sports director Andy Baskin has more on one of those guys from Goodyear.
Thanks, Mike. You know, I think one of the things people see when they see Indians highlights back in Cleveland during spring training are all those airplanes behind me. What is that? What's going on back there? Well, those are retired airplanes that come to rest here in Goodyear, Arizona, and there are hundreds of them. But the reflection of the retirement of those airplanes and some of the retired Indians is kind of the same over here at the ball fields. It's hard not to walk around this complex during spring training and seeing former Indians that are currently working here and working for the organization. As of right now, you can find Charles Nagy, or clearly you can see Sandy Alomar Jr., who's with the Indians throughout the season. But there are also newcomers like Travis Hafner, has come back to the franchise, and a longtime favorite of the Indians and a guy that never stopped hustling, John McDonald.
It was something that when you have a skill that somebody thinks you're good at, it only makes you work harder at it to make sure you kept that skill. And thankfully for me over the course of my career, being able to keep that, and it helped me have a job, and now it's going to help me pass along a lot of those things and help the young guys figure out ways to navigate through the minor leagues and get to the big leagues and ultimately be successful.
And that open door that the Indians keep with their players also stands true for coaches. Carl Willis, the former Indians pitching coach, is going to be in a great position this year while he's in Columbus as the AAA pitching coach. And Robbie Thompson's still roaming the hallways here, trying to teach infielders how to be better infielders and better hitters as well. In Goodyear, Arizona, Andy Baskin, News Channel 5.
Thanks, Andy. If you ever watch Jimmy Kimmel Late Night here on ABC News Channel 5, you may have seen a skit that he does. It's called Mean Tweets. That's where famous actors read mean things written about them on Twitter. Well, today, the Indians released their own version.
Jason Kipnis is no longer my favorite baseball player. Well, you no longer have good taste.
Carlos Santana need to stay with play a guitar. Maria, Maria.
And in Chicago tonight, it was a high school Powerade Jam Fest, all part of the McDonald's All-American Game Week. Carlton Bragg here of Villa Angela St. Joe's with the Jam. The Kansas recruit would end up finishing 4th in the event. The All-Star Game, which he will be a part of, will be played on Wednesday night in Chicago. We'll be right back.